So we've just bought a house at auction without getting a survey. We've just got the survey back and it's 96 pages long.
So we're going to go and take you guys through it and see if we've made a massive mistake. So we hadn't really thought beyond getting the keys, had we?
No, I think it's actually, we're quite in denial about everything. So we've got bad news, we've got the survey back. It's 95 pages long. We didn't expect that. 96.
It's actually 96 pages.
The man was here all day, said it should take 4 hours, was here from like 8:30 till about 6 p.m.
Yeah. The main, so we've got risks to the building, risks to the grounds, risks to people, which is a category, not like a severe, you know.
Us?
Yeah, us in living in the house is a danger. So basically, like I said, these are graded like 1 to 3. 3 is kind of quite urgent, he's doing. So risks of the building, we've got roof coverings, rain, water pipes and gutters, main walls, windows, roof structure, ceilings, walls and partitions, floors, fireplaces, chimney breasts and flues, bathroom fittings, electricity, gas, drainage. Risks to the grounds, permanent outbuildings and other structures. That's the garage and shed, so we're kind of like, they're okay. Risks to people, ceilings, could fall through, fireplaces, chimney breasts and flues, woodwork, staircase.
Everything.
Other, I don't know what other is, but it's a risk. Electricity, gas, water, heating, permanent outbuildings and other structures.
Nothing in this house is safe, nothing.
So that's ultimately the whole house.
They should have just put
risk.
house on the survey.
But some of the things aren't like urgent. Well, they're urgent, but they're not like a risk to life. You know, I feel like.
Well, we just got.
It's like the damp and the things like that, and we know about all that.
Yeah, we've ticked a few off though, right?
We've ticked one of them off, which is good. The gas and oil. So there's not an oil tank, so we can't have a bad oil tank, which is a positive. And we've already got a new boiler, so 1 tick. So the big issue with the roof, so ultimately you've got to work from the outside in to get the place watertight, because if you fix the inside walls, I think I said this last week, you're going to get more water in, and then if you fresh plaster, the damp will then get to it. So we'll do our best to make it watertight outside in.
Yeah.
Big thing with the roof is, and again we knew this, we did see this before we bought it, but we went for it, is there's spray foam as the insulation. I think when that stuff was first invented, great idea. But it can hold damp, it can lock in moisture, it can cause damp to the timbers. Well, I think what we need to do is take some of the spray insulation out and have a good look at the timbers and take a good section of it away. I think you have to like chisel it out. It's not the nicest job, so, you know, I'll do that. There's also the old style fiberglass insulation there, which is the super itchy stuff. The modern stuff isn't as itchy. Replace all of that and then just have a look at the timbers of the roof, the rafters, and see what they're like really. But I don't have any experience with roofing, so we'll probably get somebody out to have a look at that and let us know what to do.
If the survey was already done by the auction house and you could see it before you bid or bought the property, would you have thought twice about buying it, or would you not have bought it? How would you feel about it?
All honesty. Is that the right phrase? All honesty? Or honestly?
As long as you're giving all your honesty.
Yeah, this is the truth. I would have still gone for it. I would, even though, wouldn't you? It's just, we dream, like my dream, I'm an interior designer, so I love houses and period properties and everything like that. Obviously, it's my whole life. And that was always on my vision card, is having a nice detached house like this with a big garden with work to be done. There's never, with me, I'm always going to be working on something. So I didn't want something that was ready. Absolutely not. Did I want it this bad? Maybe not. You don't regret it, do you? Do you?
No, I don't regret it. I'm really glad we've got it. Glad we've got the keys. I think the reality's hitting us a bit now with the amount of work to do, but like we always said, we're aware of it. Now's the time to do it at this stage of our lives and see what happens in a few years, see what it looks like.
Yeah. Might be divorced.
Next bit's the gutters.
Goodies.
So, big issue, especially on the left-hand wall, as you look, right-hand to me, is the gutter there is broken, and over the last few years, the water's just hammered down the outside of the wall. There's a lot of moss and algae growing on there, and then that's why the living room wall is also full of that wet rot.
Yeah, the living room wall is terrible.
Nice little tone there.
Yeah, fine. So all the leaks and the damp and everything is caused by this, basically, in a nutshell. This is the Is that the stuff? Is that
Algae.
That's the algae.
Algae moss stuff.
This green shade here. There's some wood actually in here.
Careful.
You can see the gutter's broken. So that's where a big leak has come in, which is really annoying. And then if you look down here, that is the hole into the basement. That was the old boiler flue. And that's why we have the pool in the basement.
Well, part of the reason. But I think all this, all around here, the drainage will need to be sorted out. We'll have to figure that out.
As we go through the survey, if you have any advice, please let us know in the comments, because we've already been given so many amazing tips, which we've taken on board, haven't we?
We have, yeah, and some people have mentioned things that are actually in the survey, so it's been great. So really, really helpful.
Yeah.
Anything else? This is a big step up for us compared to the last property we did. Last one was very much kind of cosmetics and decorative, nothing really structural, was it?
No.
Bit of plumbing, bit of electrics, but nothing.
New windows, we put new windows in.
We had
didn't.
windows, yeah.
Someone else did.
But yeah, this one is definitely a couple of levels up for us, isn't it?
Way up.
I don't know if we should acid clean the bricks because they're really quite weathered and a bit tatty. I can't decide if that looks nice because they're weathered, or should we clean them up?
Yeah, I don't know. I quite like the weathered old look. I like old cottagey vibes. So yeah.
I can't decide. Anyway, we'll come to that. So effectively, got to fix the gutters, and then he also said there's not enough downpipes. So if you have like a heavy rainfall, because of the size of the roof and it's detached, where the rainwater goes, there's only, I think, 2 downpipes. So we have to put 4 in, so you've got plenty of space for the rainwater to go. The problem? Are you all right?
I'm going delirious because the list is so big.
It's on page 1. The problem with the house bricks is basically the mortar's failed. So the lime mortar's failing, and then he said there's been a little bit of movement in parts. So we have to repoint the whole house.
That's the repointing, so we've got to scrape all that out.
Yeah.
Scrape the whole thing out. The whole house needs scraping out.
Quite a job.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
I
would like to do the repointing ourselves. We're going to order a scaffolding tower. That's going to be ordered today, actually.
Yep.
And we're going to attempt it ourselves. Ollie's going to go up high. I'm going to do it low and come back in 5 years and we all do one side of the house.
So yeah, we're going to have a go, I think. We'll do a lot of research. I've been reading about it, and like I said, a lot of people have left some really helpful tips as well. So see what happens. I know you've got to get this right, so we just got to do our research and make sure it goes to plan. The groundwater's a bit of an issue because there's no actual proper kind of drainage. From what we said in the report, there might be, but there isn't any inspection covers. So the issue there is then that the water gets in around the house and then can penetrate into the kind of footings, and that's when you then get that kind of movement in the brickwork.
Yeah.
Also, why the cellar's like a small leisure centre full of water in there, isn't it?
Charge people to go in there.
So we need to have a look at the groundwater and try and get better drainage around the place, and that I think will be quite a big job, but quite an important one as well.
Oh, I reckon.
Yeah.
Basically, what I can just make out in the cellar, there is a massive puddle in the cellar, and obviously it's leaking through something. And on this, it's saying it's coming probably through an unsealed redundant boiler flue, which is annoying.
Yes.
So there's a hole down there.
Correct.
So basically, we need to fix that hole.
Guys, we've had a little bit of drainage.
We've had some drainage.
There's less water than there was. We don't need to do anything.
This is basically brand new.
It hasn't really rained, is it, the last few days?
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's bloody soft. That's a tissue box. I thought it was a box. Oh my God, you can see daylight.
Like that.
You can see daylight.
Can you turn it off?
You can actually see daylight in that hole. Look. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we get the light back on? I'm scared.
Oh, I'm just expecting.
I was just naked. So this is the old boiler.
So this, old boiler, old flue, which you saw outside a minute ago, and the hole. No, joke, no, nothing there. So that's all the water that comes in from there.
Yeah.
So
probably coming down the flue and...
Yeah, either or. So I think this was the old one, and there's actually the older one, I think, is there. So we've got 3 generations of boilers in this house now. So yeah, water's probably coming into the flue and then also in through this hole, because that's about ground level there somewhere.
Ollie, you're putting your hand in all those cobwebs.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's not many. That's the gas pipe that was cut, and I think these go to the gas fires. So there's all these gas pipes that travel up and round here, and they all go, and there's the 3 gas fires, and I think that's what they're all.
Oh!
That's quite a big one. So yeah, that's what we need to do. Take this out, block all that up, let this dry, hopefully, and see where we're at with it.
Yeah.
Because we're quite high, aren't we? So we shouldn't get too much water in. So I'm hoping a lot of it is just the rainwater.
Yeah, we
'Cause we are slightly elevated where the house is, so...
We're on a hill.
Fingers crossed. The long-term plan, once we can afford it, is to get the basement tanked, and then he's explained you get like an electric sump pump in there. So you dig a little hole into the floor, put a pump in there, and then you put a tube out into the drainage system, and then any water that does get in, which will hopefully be a lot less now once we've stopped the hole, will then just get pumped out and it'll keep it dry. So you can tank it, put this big membrane on it, put a floor in, put walls in, and then hopefully it'll be a nice bit of storage eventually.
Yeah. Oh, fun room, cinema room. Okay, the bathroom. We've got a few issues with the bathroom, funnily enough. I did note that the floors were like, one of the floorboards was about 6 inches lower than the rest. And the pipes to the bath were connected to that particular floorboard. So originally when we first viewed this bathroom, I thought this was just positioned here. I didn't actually realise it was plumbed in. So these, yeah, it works. So they're obviously attached to the floor, but that's not great.
No.
No. So this all needs taken out. But the lady said beforehand that they used to put the fire on so they can bathe and be warm, and the fire's just through here. So I think I'm going to knock that down and have a fireplace in the bathroom.
So yeah, that's the one. Just need to kind of probably lift these, check for any leaks, anything like that, and we'll probably get rid of the bath, won't we?
Yeah, the bath's lovely and that, but I'm thinking I'm going bold with the house. I'm going very bold.
And I'm going along with it.
Colour everywhere. And the entry points into the floor, increasing risk of leaks under load or impact. So that just means if you're walking around there, you've got a big load. The bathroom has no mechanical ventilation. So we actually thought in the last video that we thought the front bathroom, did we? I don't know if we mentioned it. But we thought that bathroom was a bedroom in a previous time.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
It wasn't.
What was it?
It was always a bathroom. And the reason why there's a fireplace with a hearth, yeah, we did mention it, there's a hearth in there, is because they put the fire on when the kids were bathing. And in the spare bedroom, we mentioned, we're wondering why there was 2, in the spare bedroom, they were wondering why there was 2 doors, remember?
Yeah.
One was a nursery and the other one was a utility cupboard.
It says all that on the survey?
No, it didn't say all that on the survey. The previous owner reached out on Instagram. The granddaughter of the previous owners reached out on Insta and gave me some deets, which is great. We need a new electrical system.
So the old wiring is...
Rewire the whole house, is that?
Yeah, so the whole house needs a full rewire.
Right. We need to put new plug sockets everywhere. We need to no, that's for plumbing. Chase all the pipes into the walls.
That is for plumbing.
But also with the electrical wires, we don't want them out, so they all need to be.
We don't want wires dangling.
And that's also something we need to bear in mind for when we plaster. We've got to do the plumbing and the electrics before we even think about plastering.
So yeah, from a project management point of view, all the stuff off the walls, then get the plumbing done, then get the electrics done, so we can put it all into the walls and they can all be hidden away. So we've gone through the main points, the big things we need to do. lots of other little bits to do, but they're kind of the big ones. We're hoping to start, the next thing we need to do, get a scaffolding tower, because I was going to do it on a ladder, but I don't want to. So we're going to get a scaffold tower. Hopefully we'll get that within a week or so. And then we can get up, do the gutters, and do everything on the outside of the property. The next bit then, I think once we've got the outside all done, we can kind of move in then probably once we've got all of that sorted, can't we?
So like the 16th of December, we'll probably start big work, and then we're hoping January move in.
Hope that's the plan. Yeah, get a lot done over Christmas. We're going to be here over the Christmas break, New Year's, just doing whatever we can, aren't we?
Yeah.
In terms of a long-term time frame, I don't think we have any clue.
My motto, with your budget, times it by 3, that's what you're going to end up spending. And then with the time frame, so if you think it's going to be a year, it's going to be 3 years. Times everything by 3, and then you should be fine.
There you go.
And budget-wise, did you presume there was going to be a lot of this coming back in the survey? And had you budgeted for all of this work, or is it all a little bit of a shock?
So to be honest with you, I think we got so caught up in the fact we were buying this new big renovation, and it was going to be so much fun, and it was dead exciting, and it was like, you know, dreams coming true. And we knew there was going to be issues with the whole house. It's not sunk in. We've actually got to do it. I think that's where I'm kind of like, wow.
Yeah, probably a bit of a denial, aren't we?
Yeah, and like, I had a moment when the guy was doing the survey, and I was like, this is ours now. This is all on us, and obviously we've got to take into consideration our budget, which is
we don't know.
We don't have a budget at the moment.
Month-to-month salary.
Yeah, like it's a lot of work, and it's exciting though. And there's no time like the present. You've got to push yourselves, and this is a massive push and completely out of our comfort zone. But I'm a risk taker, like I always have been. So I thought, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
I think that's the thing we keep coming back to, is that it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of work, hard work. Stuff's going to go wrong. Stuff isn't going to go to plan, but that's how we'll learn, and how when we finish the property, we'll go, man, that was hard work, but now look how nice it is.
It's worth it. Thanks for watching and seeing what we've got ourselves in for, which is a lot. So if you have any advice or tips, please add them to the comments below.
And guys, don't forget to give us a subscribe, follow along, because we're going to be going through this every week and having new videos every Sunday.